hours of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Justin Madubuike. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. 1st and goal from the 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put
that all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Mayfield down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. There's Beckham, great grab. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Calais Campbell. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. To throw, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, C, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. He completes it to Beckham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out, and we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 29, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally brought down at the 38. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing, Mayfield. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll go screen here to Hunt, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. And Parkey's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Now, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
From the 29, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down at the 28.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Now, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Greg Newsome. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Harkey adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep, Landry. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. They toss it left side to Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing can